Scroll Thief is good. Frost is good. Clone. Card draws. A bomb. Another bomb. Some boom booms. A boom bomb bomb. Bomb bomb boom. Blocker. Attacker. Ramper. Attacker. Ramper. Semi bomb. Acceleration. How many am I at? 25. Wow. I never end up with unplayables in this format, and this time I have too many. Let's see what I can cut. And summon. Preordain probably stay in. And something just happens to be good at keeping me alive. I'll just take the spells out because it makes it easier to see whether I want to cut creatures or not. Mind Control's basically a creature, so I'll leave that in the creature slot. Overwhelming Stampede doesn't usually cost 5. Ice Cage. It's not a creature. So yeah, at the moment it looks like I'm basically a control deck, which means I'd be looking to possibly cut creatures, but that doesn't go to say that I want to cut all of them. For example, I don't really want to attack, so this is why I'm making a cut, especially because it costs double green as well. But then Sacred Wolf happens to be a good blocker as well, because they can't kill it. Like if they make a Scroll Thief and you make a Sacred Wolf, then it just ruins their whole game plan, because they can't unsummon it, they can't pacify it, they can't excommunicate it. So yeah, this guy's getting a cut. Now I need to consider whether I want 16 lands, even though I refused to do so in the last draft video I did, despite the fact that I really should have done. I mean, I didn't even consider it. Bit of oversight on my part. I have Preordain, Lanoral, Southern Ranger, and a Cultivate, and an Augurail, and all these cards are there are fine reasons to run 16 lands. I have one card that costs more than 5, and as soon as I get to 4 I'm basically fixed for life. The only issue would be the sort of awkward double blue costs where the fix is in green. I think what I'll do is I'll run with 16 lands, and if I feel like I need more, then I'll add one, and after game 1 I'll find it easy to cut cards. So Greater Basilisk might not be good against, say, the flying deck, or Ice Cage might not be good against Blinding Mages, that kind of stuff. So I'll start game 1 with 16, and then it will make it easier to board and land post board. I just remembered I should check for splashes, because I have the Cultivate and the Southern Ranger, but there is nothing I'd want to splash. I'm not playing the Hornet Stings, because against the average deck they're not particularly good, and because most of the cards in my deck are particularly good. So yeah, I'll just leave it as it is for now. And again, the Hornet Stings can come in, they're like lands, they can come in against a deck that I particularly need them against. Same with Flash Freeze and Naturalize, so they're cards worth bearing in mind. Possibly Fog, but unlikely, and possibly Alluring Siren, but again unlikely. So yeah, let's run with this. Modo suggests 8/8, and I think I probably agree with that actually. I've got more double blue than double green, and I've got sort of 1 preordained to 2 green fixers, so I think the double blue and the lack of fixer and the 1 less fixer in blue probably cancels out, and 8/8 is fine. My curve is roughly equal in both directions, so yeah, that's fine, and I'll see you for round 1. Alright, welcome back. My opponent has won the roll, and I'm going to keep this at hand because turn 4 Mind Control or Greater Basilisk is pretty good. Let's see how it goes. Didn't draw the most exciting card, but no reason to start complaining just yet. My opponent's taking a while on his play, so I might have to edit quite a bit out of this. As you can see, took him a while to pop his Expanse. Either he has a slow connection or he's multi-tabling. or he's just a bit slow. Either way, I apologise for any breaks in coverage. No turn true drop, that's something I'd like to see. Another land is not something I'd like to see, but it's pretty standard when you keep a hand with too many lands that you just draw lands, and vice versa. That is the well-known Modo bug. Pyromancer doesn't really bother me too much. Not unless it picks up a Basilisk Collar. Although it can't do that in this set, it could in M10. It's called something else, Gorgon Mask, I believe. Again, like I said, he's taking a while, and I can only apologise for that. That's a good draw, but it kind of screws up my curve. Like, I'll be making the Basilisk before I make that. I don't think it matters too much which kind of lands I find. I'll just give a quick run through. I think I probably want more blue than green. I have a blue and green each in my hand, so I'll just take one of each and keep it +1 for blue in what I have. I'll put an island into play just for there's no throw 'em off. I'm not going to need triple green next turn. Make him think I have a Harbour Serpent. It's a Berserker, that's fine. A bit slow, but might come useful at some point in this game. I'll tap out with the Basilisk. Giant Spider has now reduced in value because of the Berserker and Pinger. But I wouldn't be making the Spider on turn 5 anyway. Combo. I was going to take the Spitfire, but having just drawn the Owl, that might change it. I don't think it will. If I take the Pinger, it'll just kill itself, and my mind control will become a somewhat expensive removal spell. I don't want to pass and not take anything. Yeah, I think I'll just take the Spitfire. I mean, with my hand, I'm happy to go to the late game, and I'm fine to be taking 1 damage a turn. The Spitfire's kind of wasted in my deck without burn spells, but still, it's better than just passing and not doing anything. As soon as I resolve my Stampede, I should have the game. Just realised he forgot to ping me last turn. That's not great for him. Ooh. Corner Shaman's a nice man. I was going to make an Owl Scry and then Jason Ingenuity, but this play seems a lot better. Means I can find my Duskull Worm and turn Overwhelming Stampede into somewhat of a threat. It also means I can get rid of my useless Augury Owl. That was basically the best draw I could have had that turn. Assuming it doesn't die. But even if it does die, I'll be drawing 3 cards and he'll be down to 1 card in hand. Yeah, he remembered this turn. I didn't attack there because getting him for 1 damage isn't that relevant compared to, like, I'm gonna win with Overwhelming Stampede, and when I do cast it I've won. And so I'd rather just not risk him. Say he goes untap, threaten this, Doomblade this, attack for a lot. Well, that could be annoying, but not too annoying. Then I'd rather not just, like, getting 1 damage for the risk of taking a lot isn't worth it when once I've won, because I'm gonna effectively win more with this card. That card's annoying, but I can live with that. I think he will... Oh, okay. That's interesting. I was going to say, I think he'll most likely brittle effigy my fauna shaman if I just pass now, and so that's what I'm tempted to do. What do I want to do? I think my previous plan is fine. I think my plan of discard the owl, get a worm is still good. So yeah, I'll have 8 mana, then next turn I'll have 9, so I'll be able to... I don't know actually. If I just make a spider and pass, I'll be able to find the 5/4 worm, make it and clone it. Yeah, I think that's actually better. So I'll just make the spider for now. Then I can pass with Fauna Shaman up and hope he brittle effigies a Fauna Shaman. Or what else? Another thing I could do is double block the Phoenix and force the effigy. Because if I double block Phoenix, he loses everything and I just lose the Basilisk. Which is absolutely fine for me. So yeah, that might be planned. I think I'll see what happens. If he makes anything pre-combat, then obviously affect it. But I think at this stage I might be blocking the double blocking the Phoenix. Oh, he didn't even attack. That's fine. In which case, I'm not sure actually. I think I still get the spined worm, because then once he's killed that, I can then find the bigger worm. Assuming I draw a creature, of course, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. If it's not a creature, it's a 4C, hopefully. Unsummon. That might change things, but it probably won't. Yeah, I'll just make my worm. And I think I might make the clone as well, actually. If he responds by killing the worm, I'll just make another Basilisk, which is even better against the Phoenix. Yeah, I think that's fine. It means he's letting me resolve it anyway. Yeah, I think this game's done, because it means my Stampede is definitely going for 5 now. Even if it doesn't, I have the Unsummon to hold him off a bit. So if he attacks with the Phoenix now, I won't be blocking. And that doesn't affect me in any way. Using his effigy. Maybe on this? Yeah, on this. I don't really like that play. But he wants to force through damage, attack with the 3 power guys now. And the Phoenix. No, just that. Wow. Yeah, I will take that and untap and kill him. G, so to speak, and then 3 more. And we might see a concession. Oh, he wants to take the damage. Bash, bash, bash. Bish, bosh. Swing. He's going through the motions of blocking. He'll probably work out at some point that it's way more than his actual life total. He's ganging this guy for some reason, and his life total will go to sub-0.